It is Tuesday and we just started summer break. Yeah, summer break for Carmelo, and we're gonna be home today. So we have a few different things that I have to do today, and that would consist of everything in here. So Xavier's birthday was over the weekend, so I'm gonna put this guy together and then a slide together, break down those. Gotta do a little bit of laundry, a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of everything. Doctor's appointments, school runs, grocery orders, typical mom day. So if you need any motivation, I hope we can give it to you today, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we're gonna have a good day, right? Mm-hmm. All right. There's a little one. Huh? There's a little one. Where's Xavier at? Mm-hmm. He's in my room sleeping.
I can't see him.
He's inside the bed, like deep in the bed. What do you want for breakfast?
Fruity Pebbles.
Okay.
I want to get Captain Crunch. I didn't get it. Okay.
So Xavier's still sleeping, and we have to be at the doctor's by 9, so it's 8 o'clock. So I'm gonna start getting ready now. And yeah, but before I do, I wanted to show you guys my skin routine. So because I was a hairstylist, I do get things at pro cost at different stores, like for pro stylists and estheticians. So I don't usually buy my stuff at Ulta. However, if I didn't have my license and I needed to buy stuff, I would buy it at Ulta just because they have a really good rewards program. Now, I used to work for Ulta. I used to be a salon manager there, and that's the one plus that I would really say about them is that they carry good brands, but their rewards, like how you rack up, is awesome. So if you have an Ulta app and you like Ulta, definitely utilize your reward system because you can get a lot of free stuff. Like I said, usually like pro sizes. So I use pre-cleanse. This is the small traveling one, but usually, like I said, usually I get the bigger one. So the pre-cleanse from Dermalogica, and I really suggest this, especially if you're a makeup wearer. The reason behind that is facts. If you have like super oily skin or just need to break down any type of makeup, the oil attracts oil, right? So this isn't oil based. There's no lather, no like just no sudsy type thing going on with that. And it really does just give you a nice clean removal. And that way when you do your next, because you should always double cleanse, right? So when you do your next cleanser, whatever it may be, it actually is able to do its job. Instead of removing just the makeup like you would typically do, you remove your makeup first and then you treat your skin second. So I use pre-cleanse for that. I don't really wear makeup. Actually I do, but whatever. Anyway, it works. And then I use this special cleansing gel, and I just love that one. I have really sensitive skin, so that just goes on really good. I like the way it suds up, cleanses, whatever. Daily Microfoliant by Dermalogica comes out in a powder-based substance. You just have to add just a smidge of water, kind of let it emulsify up, and then just apply that. I was trained in Dermalogica, so that's usually why I try to stick to Dermalogica, because it's what I know. I get a facial once a month with my esthetician, Adriana, who if you're in South Jersey, you gotta check her out. She's amazing. But I do use this toner, and it's the antioxidant Hydra Mist. I actually spray that on throughout the day too, because it just kind of refreshes my skin. I love this. This is the Biolumin-C Serum by Dermalogica. So this one, you just, get it out, put it in your hand, and then just press it onto your skin. And that's actually how your skin's supposed to absorb this product. I did try this one, which I am liking. I use this one. I usually use it in the evening. And the only reason why is because I like my skin to look like pretty much like a glazed donut before going to bed. I just like to let all that product sit and like just seep into my skin overnight. So this is the Murad multivitamin infusion oil. I'm really liking this one. So I got it in travel size to test it out. So far it's working out well. And then my moisturizer. So I'm currently using the Skin Smoothing Cream by Dermalogica during the day. And then I actually have this Murad that I'm testing out. And it's their Hydrodynamic Ultra Moisturizer. And I've been using that one at night. And I'm liking it. So this is working out really good so far. Anyway, so I do all that great stuff. Your cleanse. I always spray. I love my Hydro Mist, whatever. However, that moisturizer does not have an SPF in it. And if you guys don't already know this, you have to protect your skin. So it's not just, you know, washing with the Dove bar soap. It's not, whatever, all these different things. You also have to make sure you're using your SPF. So if you're not using one, I have CeraVe here. I got this at Ulta as well. It's a great moisturizer because it's all like super light, but it's SPF 30. So I actually put that on every day as well. So I'm already cleansed. I don't need to exfoliate because while this is a daily micro exfoliant, I actually only use it like 2 or 3 times a week. So it's not something I can use every day. Some people can, I just personally can't. So I apply everything using my middle finger, my ring finger, just because they're the ones that are least aggressive on the skin. I personally just feel like it doesn't like tug on my skin as much as if I was using like my pointer. And again, I know that sounds weird, but it is true. These are your weaker phalanges. Don't forget to take my medication. So for those of you who know my journey, you know that I suffer from depression and anxiety, which started out as postpartum, that I just kind of couldn't kick. And then I lost my dad and just whatever. They say that therapy and, you know, medication management have to coincide with one another to start seeing a difference. I am very adamant on getting out of my depression hole. So I try to suck it up for what it is. I don't overly complain about how many medications I have to take. I do what the doctors suggest because I want to be a healthy mom, mentally and physically. This is a multivitamin. I got this off of Amazon. It's the Rainbow Light. I will add that link to my description for you guys. I'm going to get dressed and then I'm going to show you my makeup routine. So if you know me, you know I love a good graphic tee. It's my go-to outfit just because it's cute and whatever. So I'm going to start off like I did my toning. I did my SPF. So I currently am using this Complexion Rescue from Bare Minerals. And the reason why I'm using it, well, one is because my best friend who still works at Ulta insisted that I buy it the other day when I was there. So that was one. But also, it's quick and it's literally, you just apply it with your fingers. And for most of us moms, we really do need something quick and easy. And I know that, you know, for some, you might require, you might feel like you require more coverage and stuff. But let's be realistic, people. Who has time to do that every morning? And if you do have time to do that every morning, God bless you. I personally don't, nor do I feel like I need to find time to. But again, that's just my opinion. To each their own. So I applied that. I have my Ultra Creamy Shape Tape by Tarte, which is a usual go-to for most. Again, I don't wear a lot of makeup, so I keep it really simple. There's no contouring, there's no true highlighting of any sort. I just like to dab my makeup blender just because I do get creasy in my eye area. And again, there's no rhyme or reason. I'm just trying to make myself feel like a human being, right? So I'm throwing that on. I'm not gonna sit here and nitpick. It does actually go on really smooth and easy. so I don't really need to do much, but you know, some of you guys do, you know, prefer more. So this isn't for you if you decide that. So I going to go ahead and use my bronzer. This is from Benefit. Now, the girl that does my eyebrows, Allie, again, if you are in South Jersey, I will link her Instagram actually in the description. She is phenomenal. So if you're in the South Jersey area, I highly suggest you make your way to her. She is life-changing. Granted, I always had like decent eyebrows, but truly she is life-changing. So anyway, quick bronzing, and I actually just add a dab of bronzer on my lid. I mainly do that to cover the fact that I put concealer on, but also just to kind of give my eye a little bit of depth without having to do anything crazy. So that's all done. I don't always do this. Every once in a while, I'll dab a little bit of blush, just again to make me look human. Whatever. My new favorite mascara is the Sky High by Maybelline. I don't find it necessary to spend a lot of money on mascara because almost always for me, I'm not overly impressed. But this one I do like. And it is what we would call a drugstore brand. So I don't have to worry about overpaying for the product. Cause you know, stay at home mom people ain't got no job. So gotta keep things on budget. I don't spend a lot of time on my lashes either. And I'm not trying to like bring this video down, but it's mainly because at some point during the day I am crying. I usually have like random triggers, and every time I do, I just look like I got punched in the eye. And I can't use waterproof mascara because I am like allergic to something in it, and it always makes my eyes itch and burn. Although I don't know if I'm allergic because I feel like a lot of people have that issue, so whatever. Anyway, that's all done. And lastly, I used just the clear 24-hour brow setter by Benefit. I do have a colored one, but not necessary, especially when I just got my eyebrows done. I got them done last week, and there's no real filling in that I need to do. So I just actually put this on so it holds the cute shape and not the I just woke up shape. Anyway, if you know, you know, okay? So I just brushed this on really quick, and voila, people. Well, I need a lip, but usually I keep most of my lip stuff in the car. That was it. 5 minutes, easy, quick, gives a glow, but more importantly, makes me look human on the days that I need to record. So ready for the day. Lip is in the car, and I think my youngest, my little guy, just woke up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready and get on the road. So let's go, moms. Okay, a little bit of body positivity. Don't mind my room. I will be cleaning it when I come back, but normalizing not being super organized, people. Anyway, walk by the mirror, now normalizing body positivity. And I was like, girl, that butt though. Anyway, if you guys know me, you know that I don't purposely try to lose weight anymore because it's really not in my favor. It's like just not in my lifestyle. But I have lost about 20 pounds and I feel good. But yeah, anyway, whole outfits from Target. Crocs or not, judge your mom. All right, and we are off. I am going to grab food for the littles while we're out, just because I really wanted Xavier to sleep in. So let's hope this doctor's appointment goes halfway decent. So we're maskless now, right, CDC? But the doctor's office still require a mask, and I forgot that, and I put my makeup on. But I used All Nighter by Urban Decay, the setting spray, so it shouldn't move. Not that anyone cares, but I'm just sharing that information. So that went well, right? He did get a shot. He cried a very little, but we survived. So, off to school. Sorry. I decided that I'm going to go ahead and drop Xavier off at school. And then we're going to actually go to the grocery store and pick up something quick. I think I'm going to do a crock pot recipe that I saw. So I'm going to do that with Buggerson. And we have lots of cleaning to do. I hope you're ready, Bug. All right. Acme went well. However, Acme's like super overpriced. I typically wouldn't do that. I would typically do like my grocery order once a week. However, because of the party we had over the weekend, sorry, I look like super greasy, but I was crying. Over the party that we had over the weekend, I didn't go grocery shopping because I didn't have like enough room in the refrigerator to store what we needed and then to store the leftovers. So we just cleared out the refrigerator this morning. So I was like, let me just pick this meal up and then I'll do my grocery order and like my whole list for tomorrow. Does that make sense? Anyway, so that's what I'm doing today was this chicken, like roasted veggie crock pot meal. So I'm going to go inside and show you guys how I'm putting that together. It's supposed to be a quick prep, like a 15-minute prep. I personally am trying to find recipes that require very minimum work, but that work for the whole family, like in the best way possible. So I just really want to touch on a specific topic. So, as you may know or may not, I don't know, I have been going to therapy, and while this is working really well, so I actually see a psychiatrist and a therapist. And the reason why I see a psychiatrist is, I think I mentioned it earlier, is my medication management. I have ADHD and, well, ADD. I don't know the difference, but I know I'm not hyper, but like super unmotivated. And obviously suffers from anxiety and depression. I find that the combination works best for me. I have always been fully aware of my mental health, and when it's shot to shit, I'm very aware and I try my best to get myself out of these holes. These holes that I talk about, I don't know if you can relate, are things that are new for me. I didn't have depression as a child or as a younger adult. It really didn't start until my pregnancy with Xavier, and nothing to do with Zay. Hormones take over, and then life just kind of kept happening and things just kind of kept me in this hole. So I've been seeing a therapist now for about almost 2 months, if I'm not mistaken. And the main reason was because I wanted to grieve my father in the healthiest way possible. And in order for me to do that, I needed to seek professional help. I couldn't pretend that I could have handled this on my own. And I think that was a really important factor to my therapy. Therapy has changed my life. I find that I feel more understood by somebody else now, but also I'm understanding myself and the reasons why I may say or do certain things, or the reasons why I may feel a certain way. I find that it's easy for us as moms to dismiss our feelings because we have littles who just naturally, weigh in heavier than what we weigh ourselves. However, I'm finding that in order for a family to thrive successfully, it really does start with the heart of the home. And that, at the end of the day, is me. And I just could not let my mind negatively affect my home. Those are the steps that I took. It did take me to that point of realization to understand that this was the next step for me. So I am on a pretty decent dosage of antidepressants and as needed anxiety medication, all of which are non-addictive medications. And I think that's an important factor. So if you are struggling with mental health and you are concerned about any dependency, any unhealthy dependencies. Just know that, like I said, seeing a psychiatrist and doing the proper medication management really does change the approach that an individual can have on depression and the treatment that's needed. I've been seeing my psychiatrist longer than I've seen my psychologist. So, I've been adjusted a couple of times. I feel like where I'm at right now is a healthy balance. And I just need you guys to acknowledge this. Just pointing out obvious if you haven't already noticed. I'm on a decent amount of medication. I'm just getting by. So, while I carry the house well and I'm moving more and I'm doing a little bit more, essentially, that medication and this therapy keeps me at a normal person's okay. Does that make sense? So don't feel crazy when you're not understanding yourself and your mind and the way that it's operating right now, because we're different and it's not a bad thing. It's just that's what we're going through and that's life. So many people cover this portion up of their life always. We try to make motherhood look beautiful and grand. We try to make marriage look beautiful and grand in our homes and all these not that the marriage and parenting's materialistic, but like other things that are materialistic. And the reality is this is a lot of people's norm, is the struggle to, run a home, whether you're working and running a home or whether you're at home working, running the home, either way, it's still a battle. So if you feel or you're questioning where you're at here, once you're in your heart, that it's time, definitely take that opportunity and that window of opportunity that your mind is allowing you to accept the help and get the help. I'm trying really hard to stay positive, as best as possible for myself and my kids. That doesn't change the fact that, some mornings like this morning, I find my son upset and crying alone, and results in like me sitting next to him, trying to be strong for him, and then me leaving and crying alone. So like, it's okay. But it's also super okay to normalize these emotions and mental health. So if you're going through this, please, please, please know you're not alone. And it's not always easy. But, if we really need to, if we really feel the want, that urge to fight, we can get ourselves out of this. All right. So I just want to point this out. I have an EOS M200, which is the YouTube Creators Kit camera. And I just watched a YouTube video on trying to set it up, and I've had it, but like all of my content that I've recorded on it has been either like super blurry or like out of focus, and I wasn't really sure what was going on. I thought it was the lighting in my room, this, that, and the other. Anyway, I found a setting that works for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. Yeah, it's been a morning. I actually prefer not to put things together for this reason. I get super frustrated. This was a very simple slide to put together, and I just did not want to do it. There's like 100 other things I have to do, and putting toys together isn't one of them. So I moved on to the next task.
Tryna act like I'm not feeling down, yeah. But really, I really want you around, yeah. I put my feelings all into these sounds, yeah. I swear I love it when I see you smile, yeah. I swear I love it when I see you smile, yeah. Already know that nigga make me frown, yeah. But you a queen, yeah, you need a crown, yeah. Haven't seen you in a little while, yeah. Don't go, can you hear me?
As you can tell, there is no railing right there. For those of you who don't know, I am remodeling this house. So it's like little by little. But anyway, there was never a railing there to begin with. So I have to get that and a new like rail to go down the steps. But look at that light fixture. It's absolutely beautiful. It's super unique and different. All right, so that's what it looks like. Obviously it's hard to see when the light is on, but it's just super unique. It gives it like a super modern farmhousey vibe, especially when you add in like the greenery. So I have my peace lily right here. His name is Alfred. I got him my dad's friend from the military sent it after my dad had passed, and he's just beautiful. He's thriving. So he's my guy. He's gonna be going over here somewhere once we get new furniture in here, and at Home Goods, and I got it for, I want to say $25, because there wasn't a tag on it, and the girl pulled whichever one looked closest to that one. It's a solid win, but I'm like 98% sure it was probably like in the 60s range, but whatever. Nonetheless, I got it for that. So it is, I think, 1:30 now, and I think I'm going to break. All right, so all day long we're on the go, right? And if I was working a 9 to 5, I would have a lunch break. Well, might not be a 9 to 5, but a girl still needs a lunch break. And whatever doesn't get done today will get done tomorrow. I'm learning to be like a little more kinder to myself. I tend to spread myself too thin. I think I'm gonna treat myself and like order something good. I'm not sure yet. All right, so this little guy right here, say hi.
Hi.
Okay, he's on summer break, so he helped me clean. So we finally got everything condensed down. Might look a little chaotic, but this is charging, so that's the only reason why that's there, and I'm cooking here, so usually it's not all out. And we straightened out the patio. So we actually got our table. This was our dining room table, and we obviously got a new one. So I put it out here to like keep until the party was over, but we kind of ended up liking that idea of keeping it out here. It's already pretty worn down, so I decided to keep it just because we ended up adding some seating out here. So we added this little outdoor dining set that I got from Walmart. All three of those items out there I actually got from Walmart. And what I had liked about that set was that it has little stools. If you can see them, the little ottomans, each chair has one, which then gives me 4 more extra seats, typically like for kids and stuff. But I ended up really liking it. The chairs are super narrow, which kind of confused me, but you can see in this area we really couldn't have done anything wider. So that worked out well. And we're looking at getting like an outdoor chest to put this like pool stuff in. And as usual, after a party, there's always so many boxes. So this is all of the boxes that I want to break down and actually put into one. And that is a water table that Xavier got for his birthday. I think I'm just going to break all the boxes down and put it into that one. Slide. I did an Amazon registry for his birthday, and that actually worked out really well. We just kind of added the sizes that he was and kind of gave people options. So we ended up with some really awesome gifts and just a lot of gift cards. Oh, I'm sweating. All right, so my point was is that if you have an upcoming party for any kids, yourself, I don't know, to each their own, highly suggest doing the Amazon registry. It worked out really good. Everything was filled in for people so they could just pick out what they wanted, ordered it, it got sent right to the house. It just, I think, made the shopping and those stressors so much easier to handle. So I definitely would suggest that. Really been putting this off, but I think I'm gonna get the laundry. Dreading it. I hate doing laundry. Okay, it's been real, guys. I completely forgot that I had a GYN appointment tonight at 8:45, so I didn't get the laundry done. Pretty upset that I didn't get the laundry done, but then I realized, like, you know, whatever. We need to be kinder to ourselves and the tasking that we decide to do on a day-to-day basis, and I just really feel like I did enough. So if you're new here, thank you for joining. For those of you that have been around, I love you all. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Look at all you guys. Hi, beautiful. How pretty. Wait, guys. So I was done recording, but then I came over here and there's literally deer everywhere. Watch. Hi, Dumby. Hi. Hi, beautiful. So to give you like a little bit of a backstory, my drive here, I had to go down, and I know this sounds super dramatic, so I apologize in advance, but I had to go down the road that I had to take to get my dad to the hospital, the first hospital, and I think I have like slight like PTSD in that area, and it's not PTSD. I shouldn't say that. It's like just like anxiety, like just flashbacks, you know, just a lot of flashbacks. And I'm driving down the street and I'm, you know, crying per usual, and I'm gonna cry now. And as soon as I get in the car, I leave the house. So I do that and I'm already upset, right? So I leave that area and I'm thinking about my dad. And as I'm turning down the street and like my heart starts getting heavier, the first car coming towards me is the Infiniti that he owns. So he had whatever, he had an Infiniti. It was the same color and everything, and we obviously still have it. And I was like, okay, Dad, I see those signs, whatever. So I'm crying the rest of the way. I'm trying to like gather myself up because I'm about to go into an office with people who knew me, who have known me for a few years, not because they're my doctors, but because I used to work here. So I was already anxious as it was, and I'm not trying to say anyone would give their condolences in person, but when people do give their condolences in person, it triggers sometimes. So I was just trying to prepare myself. So I turned down this street to pull into the office, and the entire parking lot at the school across the street is filled with deers. And I'm not saying it's a sign, but it made me smile, and you know, it was worth the stop in the middle of the street, because that's what I did. I literally stopped in the middle of the street. With that being said, now I'm definitely done for the day. I'm really trying so hard, guys, to keep my videos like positive, and I know that like you can really project your emotions on other people even if you're not in front of them. So I want you guys to know that like while I do try to stay as positive as possible when I do have these weaker moments, I appreciate like the overall support, but I want you to know I'm trying. Like, I'm not sulking on purpose. I'm not in a hole on purpose. Like, I try every single day. Some days are easier than others. Today was actually a really good day, and I got things done, and I smiled, and I enjoyed recording, and I wasn't anxious, and I wasn't debilitating meltdowns throughout the day. You know, I just really, everything I've done my entire life has been guided by my father, and now everything I do for the rest of my life will be in honor of him. So yeah, anyway, I love you guys. Thank you. I will always appreciate this support in this community. I'm very lucky to have found this outlet and to support others who are in the same boat as me. So again, if you're watching this and you're struggling, I'm here.